It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying day here for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Radio check, please. Radio check. Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres. Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are, okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 15.8. Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Piastri and Gasly. So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Albon, Lawson and Hadja. And just behind us are Bortoleto, Antonelli and Pepe Marti.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow. So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. That gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Piastri, Pierre Gasly, and Tsunoda, Coulthard, Behrman, Russell, Pierce, Norris, Albon, Liam Lawson, and Sainz, Ocon, Hadja, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Aaron, Pepe Marti, Stroll, and Zane Maloney rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Interlagos, always one of my favourite weekends of the season. Love Brazil, adore this track.
Absolutely spot on, Crofty. I wish you could pick this circuit up and place it, copy-pasted on multiple different locations around the planet, because it is sensational to watch, sensational to drive, and for all these drivers here in Brazil, it's a great time to get stuck into this Interlagos circuit. It's an anti-clockwise track, lots of important corners to get right, and it's a track where you can make or lose an awful lot of lap time.
Okay, mate, radio check, please, radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying day here for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Radio check, radio check. Right, that's us pushed down into P15. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are the fastest lap at the moment, 1:06.4. Verstappen, Piastri and Tsunoda. And just behind us are Albon, Russell and Sainz. Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:06.4. Verstappen, Lawson, Piastri, Leclerc and Tsunoda. So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Piastri, Leclerc and Tsunoda. And we're in front of Albon, Hamilton and Russell.
Welcome along then to where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the very final corner. And just 1 year later, Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's time then for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. That gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Tsunoda, Lawson, George Russell and Leclerc, Coulthard, Sainz, Albon and Lewis Hamilton, Gasly, Norris, Ollie Behrman and Antonelli, Hadjar, Pepe Marti, Zayn Maloney and Esteban Ocon, Stroll, Pierce, Bortoletto and Paul Aron rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Interlagos, always one of my favourite weekends of the season. Love Brazil, adore this track.
Absolutely spot on, Crofty. I wish you could pick this circuit up and place it, copy-paste it on multiple different locations around the planet, because it is sensational to watch, sensational to drive. And for all these drivers here in Brazil, it's a great time to get stuck into this Interlagos circuit. It's an anti-clockwise track, lots of important corners to get right, and it's a track where you can make or lose an awful lot of lap time.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. The energy store's depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Gap to your teammate ahead, 1.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in fourth. Okay, DRS is now available. Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff. That's P7 now, P7. Okay, gap to leader, 5.0 seconds. Leclerc is ahead of you. They're on fresh mediums. That's Hamilton behind. They're on fresh mediums. And that's 13 laps now until your pit window's open. 34 laps to go. Okay, we're running low on fuel. Start lifting off the throttle a little before the braking points and letting the drag do some of the work in slowing you down. That'll help conserve the fuel you have left. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Right, let's not stay behind this car for too long. We need to get past. Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Okay, this is not your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting them. They're going to be coming in soon. And you're down to 24 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, Liam's out of the race. Okay, P15. You're in P15. Hadja ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Pepe Marti's behind you now. They're on old mediums. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. 24 laps to go. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. That's it, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.6 seconds. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Albon just ahead, push for that position. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 6 laps old. And the time last lap, 1 minute 10.8. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. And you've got P7, 7th place. Our gap to first place, 29.9 seconds. Hamilton's ahead of you. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 7.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Norris behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. That's P7 now, P7. Okay, so gap to the leader, 29.2 seconds. It's Hamilton ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 7.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Norris is behind you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. 8.1 seconds. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. But there can only be one on the top step. Your number one, Max Verstappen. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Hey boss, look. This could be a day to remember for the team. Another day, another milestone. Good job.
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off some research projects. We don't want to fall behind our rivals, and we haven't got anything in the pipeline at the moment. Thanks.